Alright, 2008 Mercedes gl450, going to be changing the oil and filter. First thing I do is pop off the cover. It's running for a few minutes to warm up the oil. So the cover just lifts up, pops off. Oil filter's down here. Oil dipstick. We're going to pull this out because we're going to be sucking and vacuuming the oil through the dipstick hole. Using a vacuum extractor, I'm shoving the tube down inside, and I will pump it and suck out the oil. Yeah, there's 9 liters in there, so I'm going to give it a few minutes to suck all the oil out. There's the extractor. It's sucking the oil slowly. 9 liters is like way up here, so it's going to take a few minutes. I'm going to get the oil filter ready. It's a canister cartridge filter right in here. And you can either use a strap wrench or get one of the special cap wrenches to take it off. I'll show you the cap wrench in a second, and I will pull that off. Let me get everything else ready. Okay, using a 903 filter cap wrench, just goes on the cap. And it just hooks up to a socket. I've just got a small extension on there. So I'm going to crank that up till it's loose and then let it sit there for about 30 seconds to drain all the oil out of the filter and back through the backflow valve. So I'm going to let that drain for a second and be back in a minute. Okay, that's drained down for a minute. Oh, looks like the filter's going to pop off on its own. Okay, let me get this thing into the garbage can. Let me clean this off real quick. You're going to see some rubber rings on here. There's one there, and the big main sealing ring up here. And these rings came, replacement ones came in your kit. So you're just going to pop them all off with a screwdriver. Just pop the rubber rings off and replace them with the new ones. So I'm going to pop those off and put the new ones on. We'll be back in a second. Okay, new rubber rings are on, new sealing rings. The kit will always come with a couple extras because they usually just throw a generic kit in with most of the Mercedes ones, and they use different. Some of them have a longer extension here with another ring on it. Pop the filter on, drop it back in. Cap on. And snug it down about the same as you would with a spark plug. So throw it down to the cap meets, then like a bit of a turn, grab your wrench from the middle so you don't over torque it. That's what I usually do, grab here, and you can't turn too much. And we'll just keep waiting for that oil to drain because it is still draining. There's the 2 extra rings that came with the kit. But again, those are for there's different oil filter cartridges for different models, but they usually throw the same generic set of seals in with them all. So I'm just going to let this keep draining, and I will be back when this is done being pumped up, or pumped out. Okay, I'm using Castrol Syntec 0W40 synthetic, and whenever you get oil, the ones that are approved by Mercedes, the mobile ones, the Castrol synthetics, whatever, they will have, it says MB approval 229.3, 229.5. That's the Mercedes-benz approval that this oil is rated for their vehicles. And don't use anything else. And if it's summertime, if you can find a 550 for the summertime, went and got the oil for this guy for his car. 040 is all I can get. No 550 available right now, or even a 1040 for the summertime. But anyway, 040 is on the recommended list, so it is completely fine. But it's been a very, very hot summer here this year, so a 50 weight would be even better. But 040 is approved and it's okay to use. So anyway, we're just going to be dumping 9 liters in, and I'll be back in a second. The capacity is 9 liters. These jugs are 5 apiece. We just took out approximately, oh, I hate these filters, don't want to go. Yeah. This one doesn't, on the Mercedes, they've got that little shield, splash shield in there. Doesn't let your funnel go in all the way. So sometimes it's best to just try and pour it and not spill. So I'm going to put about 8 liters in there, start the engine, run it for a few seconds, and then check my level. And then add or subtract. Do not overfill. You're better underfilling by a little bit than you are by overfilling. Overfilling is very, very, very bad for your engine, any car. Overfilling the oil is ridiculously bad for it. So you're better to slightly underfill and keep adding little by little until you get to the proper mark. So since I'm doubting you want to watch 9 liters or 8 liters of oil go into an engine, I will be back.